I don't often do too many things for myself. I mean, I do obviously have my hobbies, streaming being one of them. I do enjoy my ales, as you can imagine. But in terms of other things that I explicitly do for myself, or like time that I find for myself, um, that I actively enjoy, there's not too many. Like I'll exercise 3 times a week, and that is about that. But one ritual that I very much enjoy is just kind of this idea of on my days off, when I'm off on my own and my partner's gone to work, I do enjoy having a very slow breakfast. And these generally consist of leftovers from the week that nobody will touch. So things like leftover pizza, leftover mapo tofu, old French fries, things like that. Just like a hodgepodge of things. And I have no issues with leftover food. In fact, I feel it's like some foods are actually better enjoyed when they're leftovers. But yeah, on Thursdays, Fridays, I kind of just like to sit there, get a plate full of leftovers, put on an episode of an anime I haven't watched, and just enjoy myself. And if for any reason that ritual is disturbed, like I don't have time to do it, or like I have to rush through it, it feels like such a lost opportunity, and it hurts me in my heart. And first world problems, yes, but at the same time, I do love my leftover breakfast. Hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream. I am your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of in execution, alias Maximus. Welcome back to the stream, folks. It is Friday. First and foremost, I have to apologize because I started way late today, and the reason for that is, as it was getting time for me to get ready, I started getting this very, very strong headache, and I have no idea what prompted it. I had been okay most of the morning. I had been just like toiling away at the computer doing a couple of things, but then all of a sudden, as it got to like 1 o'clock, I just started getting this very obnoxious headache, and so I couldn't shake it off. I took some migraine medicine just to like get rid of it, but it just persisted, and I thought, well, the only thing that's gonna do me any good right now is to probably take a quick nap. And so right as I was supposed to start getting ready for stream, I was just like, I gotta take a nap, or this is not gonna happen, or I'm gonna just like feel awful. And I did take a nap. I'm not at 100%, but I am at stream percent, and that is as good as we're going to do today. I was also going to stream Elden Ring today, but instead, because we're not going to have our full time to stream, and I don't remember what I was doing, I would have to there would be a lot of like catching up to do. I decided to pick up something that would be a little simpler to like get back into, and of course, I'm always playing Hades, so I thought, let's just put Hades on, let's make the best of it, and that is why today we are streaming Hades instead. So that is the explanation to everything. That is the solution to the universe. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and talk about what's on tap today, because no matter how sick we are, there must always be an on tap section. Today we have an offering from our friends at Shadow Puppet Brewing in the East Bay. This is their coconut Baltic Porter, and as you can see, Shadow Puppet very much defends its namesake. Its logo is actually like a hand of a wolf, a dog. I'm assuming it's a wolf. Nobody would put a dog in their beer logo. Well, some would. I'm being silly here. And you got some rich oranges there, some browns, a coconut that splits open the coconutty. And I really like this can design. It always calls out to me just because it's like muted colors on the side, and in the middle it's got these oranges. It's very enjoyable. What exactly is a Baltic porter, you might be asking to yourselves? Well, first of all, it's not a porter. Think about that for a second. So a porter generally is an ale, right? An ale is a top fermenting beer, which rich complex flavors. and it is not a lager. A Baltic porter is actually a lager, and the reason for that is it's because it's a cold fermenting, bottom fermenting beer. So why exactly is it called a Baltic porter? Well, the idea is that in the Baltic region, they were trying to recreate imperial stouts from Great Britain, and they didn't necessarily have the ingredients and processes to actually do that. And so an imperial porter is an ale, but their techniques were actually more lager focused. And so they took the malts that they had in that particular region, they used lager fermentation, and they recreated it. And it's, to be perfectly honest, quite similar to what an imperial stout would be. And so they generally tout flavors like coffee and like chocolate and things of that sort, of kind of like an earthy quality to them, and as well as a roast. The one main big difference between this style and what a standard porter would be is that because it's a lager, strictly speaking, it's got more of a light mouthfeel to it. Ales tend to be a little more thicker in complexity because of the way in which they're fermented, versus lagers. They're more about the flavor and the lightness, and kind of just a little more accessible, if you will. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. And this is not like the most intensive lesson. Let's go ahead and see what Untapped has to say on the matter. But I'm going over here. So Coconati, a Baltic porter, 8.1% alcohol by volume, a solid presence of toasted coconut layers, well with robust roasted malt and chocolate notes. Simple and clean as we like them, says Sora. Let's go ahead and actually taste this thing. Okay. And every time I wear these things, it almost looks like I'm popping a vein, but it is not. It's kind of just like the shadow effects that I have there. It's kind of an unusual look. Let's go ahead and actually pour this guy. But yeah, thank you very much for putting up with the fact that I not only started late, but decided to change game at mid-flight. I will make up for it, I promise. So today we have I think we have what we call a stout glass. This is a stout glass, and it's a stout glass because it's got this little protrusion on the side. I'm not aware of what effect it's supposed to have on the flavor, but I do like it. It's kind of iconic. Now, in terms of a nose, some very strong coconut to start. Kind of like if you were to talk, it's like a coconut longing type of a nose to it. It's also got strong vanilla. Like if you've ever had vanilla extract up to your nose, you smell something very similar. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon as well, and milk chocolate. Famine ale, dear. And so rich, a little crispy. I want to say milk chocolate notes, very strong coconut flavors. A little bit of that vanilla is also on the flavor, less so than on the nose. Very low in terms of bittering notes. I want to say it's actually very sweet. Maybe a little bit of nut as well. Milk chocolate is definitely present. But yeah, definitely the coconut is the most powerful presence here. If you've ever had like a delicious birthday cake with coconut shavings on it, you kind of get that flavor. Yes, it's just that coconutty flesh. And of course, it's definitely a little bit lighter than your conventional porter. Again, because this is actually a lager. Let's go ahead and actually rate this thing. Oh, and hello, John. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you so much for the subscription. You are certainly one of our most solid benefactors. How's the day treating you? How are you doing today? 3.75 sounds about right. And cheers, we got it. Greetings, mortals. Hello, hello. How's the day been treating you? Have you achieved immortality? Nay, godhood? Just a second here. Just gotta. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh yes, and we do have a question of the night. Simply because Hades is the longest game I've been streaming. I think I streamed Pokemon Shield for like my initial episode. Nobody please look that up. But then I started streaming Hades, so it's kind of the oldest game that I've streamed, and it was very much 3 years ago. So the question of the night is, how long have you been on Twitch? Feel free to answer that, or feel free to ignore it. It's been a week, but it is Friday, so things are looking better. That is accurate. Well said. We all need this weekend. We definitely need this weekend to lick our wounds, as they say. With that, let's go to Hades. But here's hoping that you got some maybe some fun plans this weekend, maybe some relaxing to do. Sorry, today is just like a fight of text messages. Earlier today, actually, my job text messaged me for something that I didn't necessarily deem very important, but you know what? I'm glad that they included me in the conversation. So, sync king, the cross save data. Looks like 13 years since I made an account back in 2011. Was Twitch TV around at that time? 2011? Was it Justin TV at that time? What were you watching during those days, I wonder? And so 138 escape attempts, and we've only made it to the surface, I think, 4 or 5 times. Let's see, beats me, but probably speedrunning marathons. I do recall that you enjoy those speedrunners. Games done quick, as they say. But yeah, it's that's definitely a long time, John. Maybe one day you will write the book on streaming. I don't know why they would call you specifically, but maybe you'll be one of those co-authors, or at the very least, people that received an honorary reference. Okay, so I've been trying to beat Hades with all the weapons, and more recently I've been trying to beat the game with the twin fists of Malphon.
Go right ahead. I'll get you all signed in.
And I feel like ever since I last streamed this game, I've made quite a lot of progress. For instance, I've beaten the game with the lance. And I've also beaten it with, well, the shield a few times, the rail, the adamant rail, and the bow and arrow as well.
To suffer such indignity from my own kin.
Well then.
Gosh, this guy has not softened up in the least. Where's Then? Achilles, my favorite character in this entire game.
You have this, lad. The fates be damned.
Always such a supporter, that Achilles. Ooh.
You'll get them next time, Prince. I'm sure of it. I think.
Thank you for believing in me, Dusa.
What do the shades have to say for themselves?
Where's our friend Cerberus? I can't believe he's actually not here. Must be taking a walk. Here's hoping.
That's a lot of gemstones.
Yeah, I don't think I have any... I have no gems to buy anything, first of all. I've been saving up Titan's Bloods in order to power up my weapons. So that makes sense. But I do need those diamonds to fulfill certain... the freedom of certain characters. So I probably need to go back to this at some point. Where is
Next might be
Nyx?
with chaos.
Thank you for answering the question.
Why don't you go get out of here if you despise this place so much?
I will try.
Here's the catch of the day. Or night.
Ooh, nice. 3 keys. I don't know that he's ever given me that many. Or maybe he has and I haven't noticed. What's the deal of the day? Ooh, for 200 gemstones, I can get 1 Titan's blood. Of course, I don't really have that many gemstones today. I have 37. So I would need 7 to trade in, what, 17 keys. Maybe I will do that, actually. Maybe I'll do that. It's not like I use those keys for too much. And it is a once in a lifetime deal. Let's do it. Let's go give away all my keys.
Chthonic keys.
Oh wait, I miscalculated that. That's not how you do it. Why am I a fool? I don't know. 23. I did the reverse thing where instead of getting instead of getting gems, what I was actually getting was keys. Now the question is, Ales, it's early in the day. You just had a sip of 1 beer. How could you make such a dumb mistake? I don't know. I plead the 5th. And I don't think I really need to change anything. I'm pretty set on the aspects that I have right now. Don't really need to do anything. And so, like I said, I'm trying to beat the game using the twin fists, and it's gonna be quite the challenge. Of course, as it is the challenge for my particular Hades run, I always pick Dionysus, and I'm gonna put Dionysus on attack. I know that the winning strategy for the fist is to use so I've read the winning strategy is to use Zeus on fists and then Artemis on special, but forget the strategy. I'm going to do this with Dionysus.
Let's test the bond between us.
And of course we're running the aspect of Demeter, which allows us to give a very surprisingly strong attack after 12 hits. We don't have quite enough to power it up some more, and honestly I don't think I should need to. I've lost many times with the fist, and really the main problem for me is just this idea that its range is quite small, and so I constantly have to get very close to somebody in order to attack them. And then of course the Giga Cutter. Now! Look at that. Given that we've never actually beaten the game with this particular weapon, I am happy with not using the Pact of Punishment. Let's get out of here.
Oh, Dionysus.
Ah, nice.
Have I got just the thing for you here, man? You ready? Here we go.
Let's do this, Dio.
Ooh.
Cheers to you, mate. And see, the problem is that I need him on attack, so I'm gonna have to reroll. Like, this is amazing. I love the trippy shot, but I need the attack first. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Any other blessings, maybe?
Ah, and it's just a normal. We gotta. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Thank you for the lurk, John. Always happy to have you here. Once again, thank you very much for the subscription. If I don't see you, hope the rest of your day
How'd that happen?
unfolds ever in your favor. Yeah, so the idea here is that you kind of have to keep moving because you don't want to linger on too. Oh, nice! I got a +1. You can't linger too much since you're at such close range, which is kind of what which is opposite to my bread and butter. If you'll recall, my favorite weapon is the Shield of Chaos, and with that, the nice thing about it is that one of its moves is to just hold the shield up and then like burst through enemies, and so you could kind of just like wait if you needed to, which I tended to do. I kind of just like that strategy behind it. With this, it's just like go, go, go. You better run for your life or you're gonna get hit. And then try to get those backstabs in as much as you can. Oh gosh, I totally whiffed on that special. What's good here? I like the rush kick. It has a little more area, but at the same time, it's not particularly powerful. The flying cutter holds special for longer range and up to 100% base damage. That could be interesting. I don't think I've tried that. Draining cutter is actually quite good, and the reason for that is that you actually get health back if you destroy enemies using the special. So you know what, we're actually gonna go for that today.
There it is.
That being said, it's never been a winning formula for me, so what do I know? I'm talking like as if I know this thing, and I know that I don't. I don't know it, I promise. Don't listen to me. Okay, so darkness or keys. Well, given the fact that we just lost all those keys. And of course, if you're just joining us, we are enjoying a delicious Baltic Porter from Shadow Puppet Brewing, coconutty, full of coconut. I don't know, honestly they're equally good. I might just go for the key just to get some more rerolls.
Witches.
The Witches 5. Yeah, so my goal here is to get so Dio on attack, Artemis on special, and then if I had it, so those are the requirements, but then I would also like to get Athena on dash, because that just helps out to deflect anything. It's probably my favorite dash. Ideally, I would get another Dio for cast, and ideally I would either get Dio or Zeus on summon, or call, as they say. So yeah, but as long as I have both Dio on attack and Artemis on special, I think I should have a fighting chance. Just one chance! Just one chance! Hey you, how dare you? Ooh, a Chaos Gate.
Nice try.
Ooh, nice. And let's power up that strike.
Powered up.
And Lord Chaos is calling to us. Let's go for it. This is gonna be painful.
Going in.
I do love my chaos. And I am very happy to see you. So for the next 4 encounters, you Slain Foes, Tross, and Inferno Bomb. But then Dash Strike is more powerful. For 3 encounters, you can't earn money, but then you get 67% more damage. And then every time you cast, you get hit. Honestly, I think the special is going to be particularly powerful. We want to power it up as much as possible. And if we don't earn coin at the beginning, it's probably going to be okay. So let's go with that. Second choice would have been Caustic Lunge, to be honest with you. Although sometimes it's difficult to avoid those bombs. So let's power up that special. Wow, why did I just step on that trap? Move, move. Move, move. I didn't even use that special. Took a hit there with the trap. And Artemis is next. Nice. Maybe I won't have to use her for... maybe I won't have to use her... keepsake. It's always nice when I get the deities that I want without having to specifically use that keepsake. We've got a mid-boss coming up. Let's drink up. And of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly encourage, advocate, and suggest you take healthy and generous amounts of water. Water, of course, is the element which brings life, as suggested by Kitana in the Mortal Kombat 1 movie. Not only does it help you regulate your metabolics and stay without that terrible thirst, but it also helps you stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol imbibing. So drink up. Doctor's order. I'm not a doctor, but I should be. Ooh, the bombers.
He rats again, huh?
Oof.
There.
Nice. Oof, I almost got hit. Move. Ooh, I actually did that without getting hit. Nice. Artemis, please. Special.
What are we hunting this time, Zagreus? Don't tell me wretched dead again.
Only the wretched dead, dear Artemis. Yes, and it's an epic. Let's do this. Thank you so much, Artemis. Look at that shiny green. So I won't have to actually use the keepsake for her next round. I might just go ahead and use the keepsake for Athena in order to get that dash. Unless I find it first. Gosh, I keep walking into traps. Nice. Whew, that was a close one. Beautiful.
The boon I got from Chaos has a new effect.
So now my special should be a lot stronger. Got some darkness, which gives us back some health. I should start relying a little bit more on my special. Ooh, some monies. I can finally earn some money again. And so the question is, go to Charon or go for money? I'm going to say In my older age playing Hades, I think what I've started doing is simply just saving all my money for the mega store at the what do you call this? The last world. You know the one, the river Styx, the Styx River, Temple of Styx. Just because I feel like the stuff that they sell there is always better than anything that I could have gotten along the way. So I'm just going for the money. Ooh, get this guy. Nice. Out of the way. So many blasted enemies. Okay, cool. So we get some money back. 180. What does this thing offer? Ooh, up to 100 darkness. This might actually give us a little bit of health back, which is nice. Anything else in the area before we... Let's actually do it. I'm a little more hesitant to do these things once we hit like Elysium. But at this stage, they're relatively doable, I want to say.
Whatever, let's try it.
Consider this a warning.
Where are you guys? Let's go. Move! These guys are sturdy. Oof, okay.
Who's going to clean all this up?
Jeez, and that was not worth the trouble. For some reason, I got a few hits, which I shouldn't have. But I did get some energy back, so... maybe not the worst thing in the world. Sometimes I'm just like, why am I not dashing? And it's either because I ran out of dashes, or just my fingers getting like a little bit numb. I'm sure that, you know, players of Hades that have been doing it for a while notice that this is definitely like a very finger-intensive game. And I know that that sounds ridiculous. Like all games shouldn't technically be like finger-intensive. But I think Hades is particularly finger-intensive. Okay. Let's go for Darakanes. Darakanes. Here's hoping that it's another boss. It's not another boss. Maybe it'll just be like sturdy enemies or something like that. Gotta get these prisms. Move. Gotta get these guys with their blasted bombs. Move. Oh, okay, cool. And almost back to 100% health. Nice. Anything important? Some more darkness. The only reason why I'm checking this is because I know that there is one item from the Well of Charon that I haven't gotten that will fulfill a prophecy, but I forget which one it is, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, Athena. Okay, much better. Sorry about that, folks. So we might actually get a chance to get that dash without having to call on Athena specifically. This might be nice. This might be good. Ooh, and the sturdy enemies are back. Nice. Cool. Gotta just keep up mobility.
Envision your success and choose the means by which you shall achieve it, Zagreus.
I shall, Athena. Very wise. And it's the phalanx shot. And it's the call, which I definitely don't like. This would be quite solid, honestly. Let's reset.
Any other boons for me?
Divine Strike. Oh, Athena. I appreciate these, but they're not gonna help me here. Please just give me that dash.
How about some other boons instead?
Ah, nice. Divine Dash. Okay. Unfortunately, it's just the vanilla version, not the Coke Zero version. But it'll have to do. Beautiful shields are up. So we got the main boons that we wanted, I want to say. Still don't have a cast, but I feel like if I can get Dio, hopefully I can get another round of Dio at some point. It'll be solid. My heart. Generally, at the bare minimum, I want to get a 150 for health. From the outset, I feel like it gives me the best chance for whenever I have to perish and then come back. So this is not bad. Okay.
Time for Tisiphone, maybe?
I hope Persephone. Tisiphone, sorry. Persephone. Oh, Meg.
So, there he is at last, the prince himself.
Let's go. Ooh.
We're getting started.
Nice. Nice. Move, move. Move. Wolf's kiss. Okay. Solid. Nice, and we're back at full health. And so yeah, this was actually good for Tartarus. I feel like generally I'm down at least one life, but this one actually was a solid one.
Well, Father.
Tartarus has proved unable to contain you.
Yeah, imagine that. Look, I don't even need this. Maybe just save it for now.
My keepsakes.
Okay, so we've got the 3 that we want. Who else do I want to call on? Conch Shell. Next boon you will find is Poseidon. I honestly feel like maybe we don't use anybody. Difficult. 1.2% dodge chance and move speed each time you quickly clear an encounter. That could be good. I could also just call on Demeter so she could give me another nifty cast. I don't know. I do need a stronger call though, I do know that. Let's get that Zeus. Let's get Zeus on the line. Zeus!
Might help.
Might not. And it's locked. I think these are locked until we drink. Midas. Don't need any of this stuff. Okay, let's go on up.
See you, Tartarus. Change of scenery, at least.
You know, I just noticed that I'm streaming under the Modern Speakeasy banner, and this is not really a persistent campaign. This is more along the lines of bar hopping. There we go. And that just means that it's not a persistent campaign. It's a little bit of a pick up and go.
It's nice and warm out here, I'll give it that.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Okay. Let's get a move on here. Things are going to get a little spicier. The thing I like about Asphodel is the fact that the runes are a little bit bigger. What I hate about Asphodel is kind of just the fact that everything is covered in lava. And so I constantly just step on lava. Where are you? Nice.
So hot.
Max life. Nice. We gotta go with speed. This game is all about moving. And we're gonna move.
Coming through.
Let's go. Beautiful. Just broke that guy.
Caught wind you need my services here, boss.
So dashing one more time. This is actually quite useful, especially for this playstyle. Let's go with the greatest reflex, for I am the greatest showman. Gems. Gems are nice, but I feel like I will focus on them once I'm done with my actual conquest here. No need to take that risk. And again, really, in this stage, it's not the enemies that are the issue. It's more about the lava on my feet. Ooh, a challenge between two of my favorite friends.
Silent.
So I think we're gonna have to go with Artemis on this one. Just because I know that if I decide to defend against her, it's going to be misfortune for me. Artie?
Thank you for this.
Ooh, greater attack. No, after you deal critical damage, that foe near it is marked. After you cast, hit with a special. Actually, this might be fun. Let's go with support fire. Get some more lightning bolts everywhere.
Avoided this outcome any number of ways, yet still you risk incurring my wrath.
Athena, I think you know better than this. Why do you do this to me?
Oh, she won't let this go.
Whoa! Nice. Where are you? Where did these go? Go! Whew. Where is this guy? They just keep running away. Beautiful. Whew. That was more challenging because of how large the arena was as opposed to like how difficult the enemies were.
Now then, I hope we can move past this little incident and keep our focus on the task at hand.
I wholeheartedly agree. Your cast, I don't really like that. Your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. Victim takes more damage when struck from behind. That could be good. When you deflect attacks, it deals more damage. Now this I like. Brilliant riposte. I don't know. I'm between these two. They're not completely useful, but let's go with this. Let's hope I start deflecting more things. And there's Thunder God Zeus. TG Zeus. Oh, the witches. Gotta focus fire, otherwise they're never gonna go away. Oh, where did she go? Beautiful. Ah, but that costed a lot of hearts. Call.
I know that many mortals ask me for my blessings constantly, and I mean all the time, young nephew. But for you, you needn't ask at all.
What a... I know that Zeus is full of himself, but sometimes he says the right things. Zeus's aid it is.
Electric.
Okay, anything else here? I thought I heard fish. And by fish, I mean bell. No, that's not fish. Phantom fish calls, maybe? So all we've got ahead is darkness. Which is fine, we could use some more health. At the same time, maybe it would have been a little bit better to get something a little more useful. Ooh, fan.
Death is inescapable.
No, it is
Let's
not
get this
escape.
done. Let's slay these wretches.
That's by all means.
Easy.
Oh gosh. Why? Move. Where are they? I keep imagining that he is like one of the enemies here. Whew, okay, I beat him. In the most loving of ways. Don't leave yet, Van. We've got so much to catch up on.
You got a lot of them.
Ah, thank you.
Keep fighting.
Your will is my command. Okay, so we got a key, or we got gems. Let's get a key so that we can get some more rerolls, just in case. It's gonna be a sturdy fight. I like these little arrows that Artemis is giving me. They're very useful.
Not yet.
Go! Oh, totally whiffed with that special. You! He stopped running away like that gingerbread man. He's just jumping away from where I am. Is that the enemy AI or like what's up with that? Oof.
It's a Medusa. Nice. Ooh, okay, cool. Okay, we're doing well. We're holding the fort. Just trying to see if there's any jars filled with money. And it's Hermes or a store. It's gotta be Hermes. It's always gotta be Hermes. Movement is life. I hope that he gives me the one where I automatically sidestep. Again, really, as much as I want to focus on attack here, with the fist, it's just very difficult to like get distance between me and my enemy's attacks.
In the name of Hades.
Hold cast to fire and rapids. Whenever you are hit, you have a chance to dodge automatically. And so yeah, this is what we'll do. It's only 10%, so it's not really going to make the greatest of differences. But I think it's good. Okay, Lerny it is. Lerny to love.
Lerny, wonderful to see you once again.
Oof. Totally whiffed on that attack. Ooh, call. Come on. Put him up. Wait, is there more? I should have saved that one. They're back, aren't they? Beautiful. Why do I stand in the pool? Move, move. Beautiful. Oof. Ooh, got it. Whew. And that was very close to me.
No more heads.
Just getting my butt kicked by the fire.
The underworld's power.
I could definitely see that my health was dwindling that entire fight. And we got ads starting in 3 minutes, folks. I might just go ahead and activate it myself. I could use a quick bio break, a stretchies break, and it will get us ready for Elysium. So let's get over here. Let's drink some, and then let's go on break, shall we? So yeah, we'll be back in about 5-6 minutes or so with some more Hades.
And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Aelwolf, otherwise known as Ales, Gentleman Streamer, Beer Goggles 21, the No Throne Cicerone. And welcome back to stream, folks. Happy Friday. We are playing Hades today, which was not the original plan, but you know what? Sometimes plans change, sometimes things evolve. We gotta stay adaptable. So kindly indulge me for once in your life. Just indulge me this one time, I promise. It'll be good. Okay, so we just beat Lerny, and we do have all the boons that we want in terms of attack, special, and dash. On attack, of course, we've got Dio, our guardian deity. For special, we've got Artemis. And on dash, we've got Athena for those deflects. And so, I don't... Generally, for Elysium, the keepsake that I like to use is the Black Shawl from Nyx. And that's because it'll give me additional damage for, like, foes when I meet them first. I feel like the enemies in Elysium pack extra defenses, and so any additional attack that I can muster is probably vital. Sometimes I've tried not this, but there's another one that's always kind of good. Bone out, no. I think sometimes I've liked using the Myrmidon Bracer, but you know what? It's a Black Shawl kind of day. Okay, and don't really need to buy anything. I think we're good. We have a good amount of health on us. No lives wasted just yet. I think we're good to keep moving forward. And so yeah, Elysium it is. And of course, if you're just joining us, we do happen to be enjoying some Coconati Baltic Porter from Shadow Puppet Brewing. So, to your health.
Pleasant temperature.
And I thought I heard Master Chaos. By the way, if anybody's wondering what Churro is doing, he's playing with one of his toys. There's treats inside, and so he'll be at it for a little while. Shall we go meet Lord Chaos? The answer is yes. Always.
Hit me.
Even over Dio.
Interesting.
I feel like I rarely meet Chaos once I get past Asphodel. So this is definitely different.
In the name of Hades.
For the next 3 encounters you take extra damage, but then you find more stuff. I don't think so. You face 40% more foes, but then your dash strike is a lot stronger. And then every time you cast... I hate to do this to myself, but I think it's gotta be the Roiling Lunge, just because we depend on that dash strike. Ouch.
See what happens.
I'm not gonna like this at all, am I? Painful. We made our bed, we gotta sleep in it. Gotta get those archers quickly. Oh, come on!
Come on in.
More? Alright. I keep missing with my... Beautiful. An archer. Beautiful. Okay.
Who should I give this to?
And a +1 on the Drunken Strike. Nice. I don't know how those +1s compare to the rarity level on the boons, but I've got a +4 right now, so it's gotta be pretty good, right? Right.
Let's get that pizza of power. Where are you? Oh, come on.
Regenerating.
Gotta break everything into pieces. Hey, you.
Who else?
Get him. Nice. There's an archer somewhere. Beautiful. More butterflies? Where are they coming from? Beautiful. Okay.
The power of the gods.
Okay, which one shall we make stronger? And so we've got the dash. We could do more cast damage. This one's difficult. They could all be technically good. And I honestly feel like we should just keep powering up our special. I think that's solid.
Zesty.
I know I've told this story a million times, but for the longest time I did think that the Palm of Power was actually a pizza. I don't know why I thought that. Let's see. No, I think we're good. And so it's either Zeus or it's hammer time. I think I like the hammer. I don't need Zeus for anything in particular right now, so that might be the way to go today. Let's do it. And it's just a hammer.
Time to fix up these fists.
So special becomes a flying kick. Again, it's kind of neat, but maybe not so much. Hold special for longer range and up to 100% base damage. And your attack deals 5 plus 5 base damage for each consecutive hit or attack. So for each consecutive hit to a foe. I don't know. That could be good, I suppose. I do focus on attack a lot. I don't think I've tried this one before, so maybe let's give it a shot. And of course some health back. I heard fish. I know I heard fish.
Looks like a good spot.
Got it. And I got a ka-arp. Ka-arp. Gotta emphasize that K sound. Okay, so it's either Artemis or get another heart. I feel like I have enough hearts, to be perfectly honest with you, so this one might have to go to Athena. Sorry, Athena. I don't know why I said Artemis. I've got Artemis on my head. All my love too long ago. And I know it's gonna be one filled with tough enemies, but you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
Let us grow stronger in the ways of battle, short one.
Asterius. And of course the difficulty with Asterius, for some reason I want to call him Asterian. The difficulty is of course just the idea that I gotta be in close range, and as soon as I get in range, he kind of just decimates me. Hey, where did you... Move! Take that. Come on, this has got to be the finisher. Oh, bell ring. Ah, thank goodness. My thumb wasn't able to take that.
Cheers for the fight.
Cheers indeed.
My chaos boon switched to a new effect.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that means...
Not yet.
Why are you... Don't press that. Please don't press that. We need that for later. So Dash Strike deals more damage. Cool.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Zero casts, damages foe. Death Defiance makes you impervious. Death Defiance restores more hearts than normal. These are all relatively good. I could use a cast slot, but honestly, I could also just not take it. And hello, Ivan. Sorry if I missed your message. I have no idea how long it's been there. Here's hoping that you're having a great Friday, friend. And here's hoping that you're just relaxing this fine afternoon. Good to see you. Doing good, thanks. Just had some tacos. Really? That sounds delicious. What kind of tacos? Do you have a favorite taco combination? You know, I feel like I definitely don't pay enough attention to tacos simply because whenever I go to like a Mexican eatery, I always get burritos. Burritos are my number one. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that maybe we do more Death Defiance, or I could just roll it and see if there's anything better. This might be a terrible mistake, but you know what? Let's try it out.
No thanks.
Okay, Holy Shield. Ooh, this is good. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, Captain. Captain Magellan Crunch, of course. Al Pastor is my favorite right now, but I also had carne asada. That's definitely solid carne asada. I haven't had too many Al Pastor tacos, but I can imagine they're delicious as well. Just all the meats. All the meats. Give me all the meats. Ooh, and I guess we get to meet Patroclus. Question of the night. I've only been on Twitch for 3 years. See, that's curious because I have only been on Twitch for 3 years. Maybe like a couple months over 3 years. But yeah, it was pretty much after I started being a viewer, I decided to start streaming. And it was because, I don't know, I needed a new hobby, pandemic times. All the cool kids seem to be doing it, and I thought, well, let's give it a go. And it's been pretty great, pretty great.
Not in the mood for conversation now, stranger.
You're never in the mood. That's okay. So obviously we've got all of our Death Defiances, so we don't actually need this. Restore 30%. I like to go for this one. Your attack deals 60% more damage. Now, it would be beautiful if we could reach Hades with that boon, but that's actually never happened. Only joined because of Metroid Dread. I was so excited, I wanted to see gameplay. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. I know that some folks only jump into streams because they want to check out a game before they purchase it. So that was probably a good idea. I kind of, I feel like I started watching just like random retro streams, and then I kind of just started following specific streamers. And then I kind of understood why people liked watching streams, and I understood like the idea of community, and I liked like following similar channels and things like that. October 2021, so just in time for Halloween. Yeah, so it's funny that we started probably around the same time. I'm pretty sure I started, if not October, on November. because I remember at the end of November is when I started like I put on my first stream, which is a horrid piece of amateur streaming. Oh, these guys.
You again.
Nice. Gotta stop these guys before they explode on me. Oh no, it's the shields. Gotta get these butterflies out of the way. But again, the idea is I gotta defeat the chariots before they become explosive. Whew, okay. Not bad. Let's see, it's funny because I wasn't totally convinced on watching a complete stranger play games, but I'm a believer now. And see, that's exactly how I felt about it. I remember talking to my younger sibling about like watching Let's Plays and watching streams, and I was like, why would I waste my time watching somebody else play a game when I could be doing it? But there's so much more than that, and that was just kind of like a very like amateur thought. Like I hadn't tried it, and so I was just talking because I was foolish and I didn't know what it actually meant to watch somebody stream. But yeah, it's a very fun hobby, both viewing and streaming. Sometimes viewing is a little bit easier than, it's a little funner than streaming. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I was definitely on the same vote with you. Vote? Sorry, votes on my head, of course. Your abilities that can deflect also make them exposed, which is nice. Resist damage from foes' attacks, so that's extra defense. And your cast, of course, is the phalanx shot. I honestly don't think I need it still, but it all depends on the streamer and the community for sure. Yeah, I would have to agree. There's definitely some streamers that are a little more willing to talk, if you want to talk to them, of course. And then there's other folks that are just like, I'm just playing the thing, don't bug me. I like to just, you know. So I'm not sure. I could do this, but at the same time, it's only my dash that has the deflect. Can I just read my thing on, let's see. So, deals damage and deflect, turns foes' attacks back against them. But it doesn't actually make my foes exposed, so maybe that's not the way to go here. Maybe I'll just re-roll it. You know what, let's just go with simple bronze skin. I want to save my re-rolls for the mega store later on.
Strength of the goddess.
It might not be the best choice, but it is the choice we are making. Okay, so it's either darkness or keys. I think we get a key, so we get one more reroll. Gotta remember the strategy here, folks. Gotta make sure to circle around them. Okay, cool. Move. Oh gosh, I took the hit.
Okay.
Get the archer first. Ooh, and I guess I didn't need the greater call after all. Cool. I activated it just as the match was ending. Whew, thank you so much for the bits, Ivan. You absolutely didn't have to. Very much appreciate it. Always very kind with those bits. I honestly hope that I am doing something that you enjoy in some fashion. And here's hoping that you've got a cool weekend ahead of you, perhaps. Maybe some relaxing times. Dehydrated is. And so today we've actually got a Baltic Porter from Shadow Puppet. I don't know if I've had it on before. I'm pretty sure I've drank it before, but it's a coconut Baltic Porter, and it is very heavy on that coconut. So to your health. It's like my favorite birthday cake from when I was a kid, with alcohol. We gotta go see Artemis. I think Artemis is always a solid choice. Always ups our crits. Ups our crits. And it is the room before the room. Artie.
Great, it's you, Zagreus. Here, let me offer you some fine new boons, as well as Lord Dionysus here, who I'm sure would love to talk your ear off just as much as mine.
Ooh, is it a duo?
Yeah, tells me I'm being awful loud and to back off. All sorts of nasty stuff like that. What can you do though, right?
Ooh, I mean, whenever I see a duo, I know that I have to get it. Hangover afflicted foes are more likely to take critical damage. Of course. Splitting headache. Exactly what I had a couple of hours ago. That's not a joke. Okay. So, we are facing the champions of Elysium here. This is one of the toughest fights in the game, no matter how you slice it. I do have one strategy that seems to work every once in a while. I'm gonna try it out today, and that is to Sick Than on both champions.
At last! Dare you clash against the champion of Elysium and his most trusted friend?
I do. Imagine that. Now! Beautiful. Got him. Ooh, I activated. Jeez. Beautiful. Now! Boom! That has got to be a record. Not only did I defeat Theseus before Asterius went down, but I also just crushed him very quickly. Whew, and my heart is beating. I mean, my heart is always beating. I'm not a vampire, but yeah, that definitely boiled my blood. Let's see, I bought a Samuel Adams Winter Beer pack from Costco, and I'll be trying those a little later. I like, you know, maybe this is a little silly, but I definitely like to try the variety packs whenever they sell them. Not specifically from Sam Adams. I know that I've gotten them from them. I've gotten them from, what's it called, this Hawaiian beer company. I forget what it's called. Aloha something or other. But then just, yeah, I kind of just like to sample, like, whatever, like 4 or 3 different styles. What am I thinking also? Like, Blue Moon also does variety packs.
Thanks for believing in me, my good shade.
Excuse me. Okay, now we're going to the River Styx. Ooh, and okay. You know what? We're going to take a quick break before we move on. Let's see. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and get a drink here. The keepsake that we're going for is going to be the Lucky Tooth because we need that luck. And here's getting ready for the mega store. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. It'll be the final break of the day. And you know what? We are going to go with time lapse. So we'll be back in about 5-6 minutes. Ooh, Kona Brewing maybe. Yeah, actually, you're absolutely right. I can't believe that we were thinking the same thing. Today we matched on two things, both the beers in mind, as well as how long we've been on Twitch. Maybe that means something. But yes, we will be back with more Hades in 5-6 minutes or so. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the world's least interesting man, alias Maximus. And thank you so much for the dehydrate. Welcome in, Slonko. How are you doing this fine Friday afternoon? Here's hoping that the day is ever unfolding in your favor. Cheers to you. An excellence in execution. I disagree. I am more of an excellence in execution. Welcome in, Falco. How are you doing? And we got to say hello to a couple of folks here. Welcome, Chungus, if you're still around. Sorry that I cut you off by my Be Right Back screen. Here's hoping that you're having a great day as well. I know that you play Hades and you're probably far more skilled than myself. I promise you are. If anybody out there is watching this, and I don't know why you would. There's so many better things that you could be doing, like painting a fence. Please go check out our friend Chungus, who was last playing Hades 2. Imagine that, you're already playing the sequel. I haven't touched the game myself, but I look forward to it. And of course, we also got to give a shout out to one of our newest and coolest community members, Slonko, who was last playing Donkey Kong Country. And so yeah, I think that last time I checked you out, you were also playing Donkey Kong Country. I don't know if you've streamed since then, but needless to say, that was one of the funnest mornings I had in a while. So thank you very much for that. Everyone, please check out Slonko Bomb when you get the opportunity. And let's see. And of course, I would be remiss not to suggest for you to check out our friend Falco Forte, who is on a relative stream break but is always a solid member of our community. Here's hoping that the day is ever unfolding in your favor, my friend. Good to see you, and I look forward to our next IRL conversation. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off here? Question of the day. I've had an account for a while, but I've been streaming for about 5 months. Okay, nice. That's relatively young compared to me. I've been streaming for about 3 years. I've been viewing for a little over 3 years. So after I started viewing, I actually started streaming myself. Let's see. Where was I? I certainly wish Siri told me which of the chat messages I was missing. But then again, I would have to have an Apple phone, which I don't. I saw you have level 3 on most of your keepsakes. Don't undersell yourself. I do okay. I put in the time. That doesn't mean in any sort of way that I'm actually very good at this. And thank you, Ailes. I appreciate. Oh, of course, you're definitely most welcome, Slonko. And again, if you guys want to see some amateur Hades, you're at the right place. If you're here to see anything else, you might want to get your money back at the door. Let's see. I'm coming back. I fixed my OBS last night. Excellent. Even the more reason for everyone to check out Falco Forte. And again, no pressure on my end, by the way. No pressure on my end. Please do what you want to do. Please do what you love. What I generally like doing is I like to save all my money for the mega store, and this is the reason why, because it's like, look at all these deals. It's like $1.99. Are you out of your mind? Let's go for maybe Zeus, or I'm feeling a Hermes. Maybe it's a Hermes. Let's see. Pro level Hades, let's go. I don't know about that. I don't know where you heard that. You heard wrong. Oh, I see. OBS is definitely a pain. I use Streamlabs OBS myself, but I know that pro streamers, such as Falco Forte, use straight up OBS. Let's go for Hermes.
Thank you, mate.
After using call, gain dodge, chance, and move C for 10 seconds. That seems solid. Fast Cousin Hermes is so good. Yeah, I like him. He likes to pretend that he's not a main player, but he's definitely a main player. Greater Haste could be good. It's always relatively good. This might actually be fun. I don't know that I've ever tried it. And of course, now is of course the time to use things that I've never tried before. Let's go.
And here we go.
And I'll save my next monies for Zeus. I'll save the monies. Let's see, it's a mix of just taking a break due to IRL events and the fact that I run a really weird Linux setup. See, what was I saying? Pro streamer right there. I have no idea what Linux is. I've only ever seen it on TV. It's gotta be Dio. Dio, our guardian deity. And of course missed with the cutter, because the HSO, the heat is on. So the idea here is that we want to make sure not to get hit, and so we want to just circle around an enemy and gotta keep moving, simply because the fists with their low range are just not very good at the defensive strats. Ooh, nice. And I hate rats. Rats are the bane of my existence. If only they were like those nice possums. Or opossums. Opossums are good too. Totally understandable. Hope things are getting better for you. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Glad to hear that things are going well, Falco. And the one thing that always gets me, no matter how many times I've gone through the Temple of Styx, is just every time I get poisoned, I have no idea where the well is. Wow. It's like there's like 4 wells in the room and I can't find a single one of them. Blasted rats. Now. Whew, okay, not too bad.
Hear me on my authority.
Ooh, we do love the trippy shot. But we could use premium nectar. I feel like the strategy so far has worked without the shot. So you know what, Dio? Not today. Or actually, maybe. I don't know. We could use more life. We could use more life. Athena's dash. The well looks strange as well. Yeah, it looks like part of the scenery, or I don't know. It's just difficult to tell, especially if you're poisoned and you have green clouds coming from you. It's very difficult to actually determine where you are. Let's go for premium vintage. I doubt that I'm gonna get that many more nectars, but I could use the health. And thank you for the dehydrate. You're ensuring my victory here, Slonko. And I don't know if you can tell, but my hand is shaking. Because I get very tense in later in Hades runs. It's not great. Let's go for the premium vintage. Hit me with the hard stuff. Okay, and of course no goodie bag for Cerberus. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going, folks. Okay, is it Megastore time? 485. Let's go get that Zeus. Zeus.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, you're collectible now, but I mean, it's nice, but I'm not using the cast at all. And I know that that's a fool's errand. I know I'm a fool. It's part of the stream description. But I don't know that I can take that. Your cast is a burst chain lightning that bounces between foes. Again, I'm not really using the... Your lightning effects also makes foes jolted, and my lightning effects are really you know what, let's go for the lightning rod. Whatever, I'll try and get that cast in at some point. This is not the smartest thing to do, but we're gonna do it. Okay, next it's gotta be our friend Artie. We do love Artie. Although we could get more money, see if we can get anything more in the store. Artemis,
What's in here?
my heart is yours. Whew, nice. Okay, we're just wrecking house here. Anything of worth here?
Let's see here.
I'm going to say no. I don't even know how do you backstab something that has equidistant faces. Equidistance. I sound like an adult. Why did I hit nobody? Okay, cool. No need to sell anything. Ooh.
Hey, a satyr sack already.
We're here. We are here. Jeez, that was quick.
In the name of Hades.
And we don't want to change our attack. We gotta stay with Dio no matter what. That's the point of these streams. We gotta stay with our guardian deity. Your god gate charges up faster when you deal critical damage. That might be the way to go here. Let's go for it. Give me that.
Disgusting. Cerberus will love it.
Okay, and let's also drink. Because if there's anything we gotta do, is drink.
Coming back.
Responsibly. Drink responsibly. Ooh, fish. Sorry, and if you saw me zone out, it's because I stop existing in real life whenever I start fishing. Thank you very much for the dehydrate and the hydrate. To your health. Okay, and then we gotta drink some water to hydrate as well. While this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate and encourage the consumption of generous amounts, copious amounts of dihydrogen monoxide water. It is the essence which brings life. As Kitana once said, helps you stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol consumption. So drink up. I don't know who pays me to do those PSAs, but the check is in the mail. Thank you for the toasty. Very well put. I might get one more coin. I think I should get one more coin before proceeding. This is foolish. I heard that everyone who consumes their hydrogen monoxide dies. You know, that's 100% true. Every single one of them has died or will die. No context there, of course. I hate these rats. Okay. Let's get out of here. Nice. Let's rock this house. Where are you? Whew, okay. Oh, it's one of these big rooms. I hate these big rooms. How could it take the cutter? Ooh, nice. Who's next? Like Goldberg would ask. I don't think Goldberg ever asked. He just said, "You're next." You're next! Move, move. Nice. Might as well use it. Where are you guys? You guys are so far away from everything. Where are these guys? Wow, that was a very long room. Okay. Is that it? Did I get my coin? I think we did. You know what I'm talking about, Chungus. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, one last go for the mega store. And we got 300. Let's go for the Peats of Power. Make sure that we use up everything.
I can use this.
Yes, we can. Gotta power up that special.
Popped up.
It's time to meet Dad.
Vigilant Cerberus decides to look the other
So, to summarize, to recapitulate, we've got Dio on attack. More time. And welcome in Inigo. How are you doing this fine day? Good to see you. So, we've got Dio on attack. We've got Artemis on special. And we've got Zeus on call. We got Zeus on call. And we've also got Athena on dash. And that is the basis of our foundation. We got a few more you know, things here and there, but those are our main things here. Let's see. I'm glad I get to catch your stream. Thank you very much for suggesting that, Inigo. I don't know why you couldn't find a much better streamer at most capacities, but I certainly appreciate your company. Cheers to you. Let's go for it. Will this be the first time that we defeat Hades with the fists? And you'll have to forgive me if I am a little slow on reading chat. It happens. Especially in this fight. Gotta crack those knuckles. We got the fire.
Alright, this is it.
This is it, Luigi.
I was just thinking on when last I vanquished you. Come, refresh my memory.
Them's fighting words. Put 'em up. Where did you go? Oof! I should have dodged that. Move, move, move. Oh no, just like Shang Tsung, he's calling forth the souls of the dead. Come on, you. Now. Oh, come on, he has to disappear right now. Don't tell me. Oof, I gotta avoid that blasted lunge. And just as I said that, get him. Down you go. Whew. Get up. Oh my gosh. Come on. Run! Oof. Come on. Move. Oh, come on. Boom. That was a mess. Not my finest moment.
Take me home.
Let's go. Thank you very much, Chungus. I definitely was banking on the amount of damage that I was putting. Like, I was just like, there's no way to be defensive with the fist, so let's just do it. Thank you very much for the cheers there, Slonko. First time defeating the Hades with the fists, which I thought for a while was going to be an impossible task. Let's wrap this up, folks. Let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. Thank you very much for the GG, as well as the toasties, because you know what, my butt is always on the fire. Okay. And just in time too. My dear SO is actually suggesting that they're coming home, and
The sun.
yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. The sun it is. Let's go see Mom.
Zagreus.
I'm here, Mother.
Zagreus. It's wonderful to see you, but I need to ask something of you. That you not visit me again, here in this place. Both for your safety and for mine.
But why? But why, Mother?
But what? Because of what would happen if the Olympians found out? So after everything, you're taking Father's side in all of this?
I think you're reading too much into this.
The Father is no fool when it comes to matters.
Thank you for the GGs, folks.
Besides, all that has happened, it's my fault. I was selfish. And now both sides of our family threaten to be torn apart.
It would be quite the civil war there.
Left Olympus. Then it'd be just like you thought until quite recently, I think. That I'd never existed. Besides, they haven't found out any of this. What makes you so sure they will all of a sudden?
I mean, they're kind of everywhere. I think they'll find out. I think they'll find out.
Nyx may be veiling you from them as she veiled me when I fled here myself. But even her own powers aren't infallible. Each time you visit me, you are incurring risk. One small slip, and they shall find me. Discover your deception. Go home, Zagreus. Please.
Because, you know, they've got, what's his name from the movie? Gosh, now I'm blanking on this. The guy that says, I will find you, and I will kill you. And then the guy's like, good luck. See, that would have been a great reference, but yeah, my mind is a daze right now. Let's go home.
Go home with me, Mother. You came here under false pretenses. I haven't fought all this way over and over again only to turn back now. I need you in my life.
Taken. Thank you very much for the save, Ivan. I can always count on you. Come home with me, Mother. Liam Neeson, see?
I cannot return.
Why couldn't I think of that?
After all that happened between Hades and me, and everyone, I just cannot fathom the idea. Besides, the risks we're taking would be even greater if Olympus were to find me there with him. And you.
Then...
I'll go. It's calling us back.
Going to stay here. Alone, in the middle of nowhere, in this little garden, forever. After we part ways. Just like that.
My son. I know you've made hard choices and sacrifices to be here with me. And I'm forever grateful to have finally met you. This is my home now, yes. While your home is below. Please, if not for your sake, then for mine. Do not return. I love you, Zagreus. Goodbye.
And it's a heartfelt request. But I've got a feeling it's not over. A teensy bit of a feeling.
Goodbye.
Yarg. Down into the pools of blood we go.
She can't do this to me.
Whew. Okay. Alright, folks. I think that about does it for us. One full run. We actually finished with the fists. I think it's time to call it a night. Let's go back to intermission. So, this was completely unexpected. I never assumed that I would actually finish Hades with the fist today. Like I said, I've been actually playing this game offline, trying to beat the game with it, and I just couldn't find a solid strategy, but it really boiled down to just circling around the enemy and just making sure that I stay mobile, just because, again, fist is not a very defensive weapon, unfortunately. Amazing run. Thank you for suggesting. So like I said, that finish was definitely less clean than I would have liked. I'm actually a Shield of Chaos player, but I think it was good for what it was. So if you like this kind of nonsense, and I don't know why you would, I generally stream on Thursdays and Fridays, but update, I will be streaming strictly on Fridays for a few weeks. I will try to do longer streams though, so much longer than this. If you want to know what my actual schedule is going to be like, you're welcome to follow me on my socials. But once again, you got better things to do with your time. Try not to doom scroll too much. It's not healthy for anybody. But yeah, I do retro games, and I'm currently playing both Final Fantasy VIII and Donkey Kong Country 3. And I play modern games, and I'm mostly playing Baldur's Gate 3. I was supposed to play Elden Ring today, but like I said, life happens. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining us today. Thank you very much Ivan, Chungus, Slonko, John, who was here earlier, Inigo, of course, as well as Falco Forte. I'm going to raid, let's go ahead and actually raid our friend, Mach Zero, who we haven't raided in a while. We haven't checked in with him recently, and he's playing Resident Evil 4. If you're a follower, please feel free to use that raid message, and if you are just a viewer, feel free to use that one. Let me see if I can set up that raid. Kindly stay on and give our friend Mach a solid hello. Again, he's a solid streamer. He's probably one of the first people that I started watching when I started watching streams. So I'm sure you will have a grand time with him. But as I like to end these things, have a great... Oh wait, actually, I didn't even copy my own raid message because I'm smart like that. I was just about to eat my own catchphrase. As I like to end these things, stay thirsty, Elpac. We'll see you again.